I am stressed the out. Am I really? No, not so much. Okay, maybe a pinch. We all know life can definitely show its behind at times, and at any given moment, we definitely can feel those high levels of stress. Life can be very overwhelming at times, as we know, and we also know that we are humans with very complex emotions, so we feel how we feel when certain situations and circumstances arise. You just experienced the breakup. To one person, you like, I'm on to bigger and better things, while the other person might literally feel like their world is crumbling on top of them. Maybe you just experienced losing a loved one. One person might not even be able to formulate words to even express what they're feeling, while the other person can continue on, although they may have a moment, but they continue on smiling because they're engulfed in all of those happy memories that they shared with that person. Either way, we need a self-care reset. We need to go ahead and take a step back and make sure that we are operating at our very best ability. So welcome back, my loves, to another video getting into some self-care reset routine tips, because I much so needed myself right now. And I figured, hey, if I need it, probably somebody else out there needs a little reset routine as well. So before we get into it, you already know, if you are more interested in some of the style content, the beauty, the makeup, the glam, you can always follow me on my short form platforms, Pinterest, Instagram, and TikTok, because you know, here on YouTube, we're keeping it all about the conversation. So let's go ahead and jump into these 8 tips that I have for you guys. Diving right into the 8 self-care reset routine tips that I have, we're going to kick it off with number 1, and number 1 is check TF out. I'm keeping it classy today. There will be no dropping of any F-bombs, but you already know what I'm saying. I'm going to need you to exercise your right to be alone. I need you to go ahead and withdraw completely off social media. I need you to check out from your friends. I need you to check out from work. And I definitely need you to check out from any extra non-essential activities. I'm going to need you to check out of everything, because guess what? You can only fake the funk so long wearing that forced smile that you got on your face right now. Life can get very heavy at times, especially when you're dealing with an unexpected heavy event. Maybe you've been recently laid off. Like I said earlier at the beginning, maybe you've lost a loved one, or maybe your loved one has to get deployed. Why try to force a smile through that heaviness? There's no reason to. You're trying to sit here and act like you have beaming rays of sunshine all upon you and smelling fresh roses all day, when really you know you're in the middle of a bad storm and you are neck deep in flood waters. Stop trying to fake the funk. Okay, I'm gonna need you to repeat after me, okay? It's okay to not be okay. I don't know how your upbringing was, but I know for me it was you better shake it off, you better keep going, you better make a way when there's no way. That's probably why I'm such a huge crybaby now. I will literally just cry at the drop of the admitting to yourself that you are not okay and deciding to check out for that mental break. That is the epitome of self-care. It's so funny that I'm filming this today, but last Wednesday, I literally watched the life exit my grandmother's body. I watched her open her eyes, look at me and my mom, and I witnessed her take her last breath. She was on hospice, so even during the days of her in hospice and when she finally passed, I was still trying to move along like I was on my regular scheduled program. Let me clarify something real quick though. One thing you have got to know about me, baby, I know death is not the end. I am fully aware that Yahweh has a plan for us all, and the plan for my grandmother's life was for her to live to see a long 87 years. So to me, I'm like, this truly is a celebration of life. Like, even in that moment when she finally took that last breath, I just rubbed her head and I was like, Granny, job well done. And I pray you receive your job well done when you get to the other side. Woo, baby, that next day, reality definitely settled on in. I could not keep going. And although, yes, I still believe in my creator, I still believe that Yahweh is in control and I don't question the plans of Yahweh, I still needed to give myself time to actually grieve. Again, like I said, we're human beings. We're still gonna have emotions that come up. So I needed to take time away to grieve her death. I seriously had to come to myself and be like, girl, you need to check out right now, seriously, because this is a new reality for you and you need to be able to process this information outside of distractions, or without distractions. Number 2 on the list is for you to go ahead and go to the store, get that pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream, and I'm going to need you to do the Taraji P. Henson ugly cry. For you all who have seen Baby Boy, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about when she knocked on Jodi's door and he slammed that door in her face and she got in that car and she was like, he don't love me no more. That is probably hands down the ugliest cry I have seen on any movie, but I love me some Taraji P. Henson. I described it like that because what is the point of fighting back the tears? If those tears don't come out right now, they are bound to come out at some point. And honestly, they might come out when you least expect it and you might not be prepared or in the moment that you need to be in order to get yourself together. You need to just go ahead and allow yourself this moment. You need some privacy? Go on in your closet and cry. Or if you are really trying to save face, give yourself an extra few minutes before your shower. Go ahead and have that moment. Let it all out. That way you can get in the shower, you can wash your face off, and you can act like nothing never happened in that bathroom. Some would argue that crying doesn't solve anything at all. I honestly beg to differ. To me, crying is like, okay, I'm gonna let all these emotions out, and then I feel like, okay, I can finally get to work now. I can do what I need to do. I can think clear, and I can come up with a plan of action that actually will make a difference in my life right now. You are not obligated to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. I mean, just realize even the strongest warriors need a break sometimes. It's better to just deal with the emotions as they present themselves instead of trying to overcompensate and cover up all this pain that you know you're actually feeling. So number 3 on the list is a little retail therapy never hurt. Now let's be clear. The purpose of retail therapy is not to further suppress what it is that you're dealing with. The sole purpose is to get you out of the house, get you into some fresh air, and you get to get yourself a little treat while you're out. Now, I'm not saying you got to go out and blow a bag. I mean, unless you just want to or you have it like that, please, by all means, knock yourself out. But just allow yourself a small budget to go out and grab some things that maybe you've been eyeing. You work hard, and honestly, it's not like we can take the money with us when we leave this world anyway. Money is a tool, so use that tool to help fix your happiness a little bit. Number 4, self-care. Reset routine tip that I have for you is to get a rub, dub, and not in the tub. Go get a massage. You're walking around here trying to figure out why your body is so tense. Hello, it's the stress causing the muscle tension. I've had muscle knots before from just all kind of muscle tension, stress, and all that builds up, and they hurt. You'll know if you selected the right massage therapist because that massage is going to hurt like hell. And I already know what you're thinking. Why would I go get a massage that's going to hurt? Because massage therapists, they see with their hands. Their hands have been trained to run along your body and point out where that tension is coming from in your body. My massage therapist can literally touch my back for like 3 to 5 seconds and she's like, girl, you are stressed. The whole entire massage, I'm hitting some oohs and ahs, and I'm definitely not talking about in a sexual way. I'm talking about, ooh, like I'm on the verge of crying because it hurts so bad. But within 24 to 48 hours, oh my gosh, it's like I'm a whole new woman. My body feels so good. All of that tension is gone. Like, I'm telling you, she really gets in there and she gets all of the kinks and knots out. I just feel so much better after getting a massage like that. So number 5 on the list is I want you to try writing a letter to yourself. I want you to write a letter where you talk about all of the things that have been stressing you out recently. Talk about the worry that you've been experiencing or what's making you sad in your life right now. This is especially for the person who may not feel comfortable right now sharing with another person what they've been experiencing. After you've allowed yourself the room to vent, I want you to go down a couple of lines, and in that next section, I want you to talk about ways that you could see change in your life over the next month or so. Try to think about ways that you can recover within a 30-day window. And then I want you to fold that letter up, put it away, and set a reminder to come back in 30 days. And then of course in 30 days, pull that letter back out and reread it. And I just want you to see if any of those feelings have changed. Has anything improved? Overall, this is just a way for you to see where you were then versus where you are now, and just again track the improvements that you might have seen within that 30-day window. Number 6 self-care reset routine tip that I have for you is to allow yourself the proper recovery time. Just like I mentioned earlier in the video, you have to deal with the emotions as they present themselves. That is the best way to stay overall healthy, mentally healthy. Trying to ignore or rush through the feelings that present themselves does nothing but stockpiles more emotional baggage for you to have to sort through later on. You need to set a recovery time based on your own needs. You cannot allow anybody else to try to tell you the amount of time that you need for something. Just like I told you guys earlier, I am still grieving. I mean, it's only been literally a week since my grandmother died. I know that I'm going to have to go through a grieving process. I know some days I'm going to be in an excellent mood, and then some days I might tear up or something because I realize that, oh my gosh, like she really is gone. So you just have to allow yourself the proper time that you need in order to heal. Number 7 on the list is to get your hair done. I selected getting your hair done over any other physical self-care maintenance type thing that you would do because I feel like getting your hair done has the most direct connection to your confidence. I don't know about you, but for me, it never fails when I have my hair done. I get so much accomplished. I feel like overall I'm more motivated to stay busy and to actually stay on task versus when my hair is not done or it's starting to look a little stale from the previous hairstyle. I feel like I have to really force myself to get up and do the things that I need to get done. I do my hair myself, so obviously it's not the most relaxing thing for me to do, but when you actually go get your hair done by somebody else, that is the most relaxing experience. It really is a stress reliever. You get that time, somebody's massaging your scalp, you really just get that pampering time, and it just makes everything feel at ease, which again can help lower stress. And lastly, we have the number 8 self-care reset routine tip that I have for you, which is to do a weekend getaway. If you have the available time and you have the available finances, I highly suggest doing a weekend getaway. Or you could also do a staycation as well, and that would make it a little bit more affordable. I have found that sometimes it really is best to just completely remove yourself from your environment. You need to get into a new space that will allow you to not only breathe deeper, but just overall think clearer. Some may call this avoidance. I call it relaxing, relating, and releasing, so that you can come back in a better mind space to deal with whatever it is that you need to deal with. And who doesn't love going out of town, eating some good food? Maybe you're going to a beach and you want to bust out that swimsuit. I mean, it's just a win-win across the board to me. Well, that brings us to the end of yet another video. I am praying that these 8 self-care reset routine tips gave you a reminder today, okay? Sometimes we just need those good reminders to be like, you know what? Maybe I do need to sit down. Maybe I do need to check out for a little bit so I can really get myself together, because maybe I haven't been functioning at my best ability. Like I said, I just really pray that it gave you a good reminder on today. Comment down below, tell me what you guys think. Maybe you have another self-care reset routine tip to add to it so that we can all function at our best ability. But that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here. I truly, truly appreciate you guys being here and just showing support, showing love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, I apologize if I was a little washed out today. I don't know how this lighting is gonna work. I'm trying something new, but it'll still be a good video. So anyway, let me go ahead and jump off of here. I'm hungry and I need to eat. So I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, my loves.